How you doing, peeps? This is to plod or not to plod. I'm at my next location, which is Hammersmith Police Station. Now, doing a bit of looking and a bit of research into it. Hammersmith Police Station for answering calls to local people surrounding burglaries and different related crimes like that is actually about 1 in every 27 from what I can actually find and what I can actually pull up. And that is what it's actually up at the moment. So I'll do a quick audit, see if we have any interaction. So as you can see, guys, Hammersmith. And then just pan over. As you can see, Metropolitan Police. So yeah, so I'll have a little wander, see if we have any interaction, and see whether or not anybody wishes to come out. So yeah, so back to what I was saying. So I basically done a little bit of investigating, and it shows from all the information that I could find in the public domain regarding phone calls and everything surrounding all of the local people regarding burglaries and so on. They basically are only answering 1 in every 27, which, as you know, guys, that's absolutely appalling. 1 in 27. That's outrageous. I never ever thought that it would sort of get to a point where you would only have 1 in 27 calls that are answered. And this is the thing. So when you look at a whole, it's quite disgusting, really, that we all pay our taxes, we all abide by what the law is, and when we need them, they're not there for us, which is really quite disgusting when you think about it. How and why that's happening, only they can tell, and that's the big issue surrounding it. So I'm waiting just to see whether or not this van does pull out or not. So it'd be nice to see if it does. Just see the way that things work here, and yeah, as I said, just generally see whether or not there's any engagement, whether or not somebody will come out and talk with me and engage. As you know, guys, it's always nice to have a bit of engagement, but as we know, they're not overly forthcoming in the way that they talk with members of the public, and that's the thing. So you can see here, these guys are PCSOs. So yeah, you can see the vans coming out. So I'm clearly staying on the pavement. Yeah. So you can see the way it works. Afternoon.
Why are you recording the police station?
Pardon?
Why are you recording?
Well, first of all, could you identify yourself for me?
I'm a police officer.
No, you're not. You're not a police officer. No, let's verify that, sir. No, you just said you were a police officer.
I'm a police community support
Right,
officer.
okay, so let's verify that. And why's that then, sir? Why's that? Tell me why I can't. Tell me why I can't, sir. And first of all, you should have told me under section 3.5, okay, that you actually turned your camera on and you were recording. Yeah, but you should have informed me, sir. Okay? Could you identify yourself for me, please, sir? Could you identify yourself for me? Your collar number, please.
My number is here. You can see me.
No, your number's not on the front. 7334. And yours is 7916. And yours is 7918. Okay, thank you very much.
Recording inside,
Which is a perfectly lawful activity, sir.
yeah, but we need to know why you're recording.
No, you
For-
don't need to
what's
know.
your purpose?
You do not need to know. I'm standing in public.
Yeah, we're saying
I'm standing in public, sir.
yeah.
And there is absolutely nothing you can do about that, sir.
Just a minute. We'll see.
Okay, so what you got here, guys, is you got 3 PCSOs that decided to actually come up to me. This gentleman here actually said to himself he was a police officer when yet he is a PCSO, nothing more. Okay, and that is the problem. Okay, so and that's the thing. Right, and that is what you have. Okay, so you got this officer impersonating an officer by saying he was a police officer, and that's the problem. So yeah, so I will carry on about my business as I'm allowed to.
Recording you.
And
We are recording you
Yep.
on the camera.
And?
I have asked officer to come and talk to you.
yep, and whether or not I wish to talk to him is my business.
I'm just letting you know.
Yep, no, that's fine. Thank you very much for letting me know. I appreciate that.
We are staying here until the officer coming down.
Okay, well, I may not stay here,
That's fine, sir.
so
I need to let you know.
no, that's fine, and you're perfectly, and I welcome that, and thank you very much for letting me know.
Welcome, sir.
Okay,
What's your name, sir?
it doesn't matter what my name is.
My name's Tipo1.
Thank you very much.
Although Common Lane, sadly I've got a route request area, it's on our side of the
Okay.
road. Although the map shows all there, it's on side.
So you can see there, I was filming in here, I'm waiting for the van to come out. These came out. This lady's quite nice, she's been really polite, really professional. This gentleman has been very professional as well, very polite. And then this one actually told me he was a police officer when he is a PCSO, okay, and nothing more. He also then didn't tell me he had his camera on. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take a walk down to the actual in-gate and have a look at the actual police cars down there. And that's what I will do. So yeah, it's a peak. So that was a very, very interesting one, that when you look at it and you look at the way that it went, to actually come up to me and tell me he was a police officer. Wow, that's got to be a first. And also, just to let you know, for people that may not have been seen any of my other videos, this is the first interaction. Oh, there we go, blue lights. Okay, how's that for? So then you got these guys here. So yeah, you got these guys here. Nice blues. Okay. Yeah, so as I said, so it was just very interesting. Look, this is a mental station. It's one after the other after the other. So that was a nice little bit. Just walk up to the other gate and 2 cars come straight out. We can normally wait a little while to actually get that, which was quite interesting. And then as I pan round, guys, what you got is you then got those PCSOs still standing there, waiting for an officer to come out. So yeah, so definitely been an all go so far. I've only been here 9 minutes, but yeah, it's just very, very quick to jump to the conclusion. I can't film, which was incredible. So
The officer's still coming down to talk to you, sir.
that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, so I've just been informed by the female PCSO that there's an officer coming down to me, which is perfectly fine. And as you guys know, I welcome any interaction. So all interactions are most welcome. But as I said, what's extremely interesting was it's the PCSO that's all the way down that far end. Now he's most probably telling that elderly lady that he's a police officer when all he is a PCSO. But to come out with that, he is a police officer. Wow. Oh yeah, so it looks like I've got to this one just at the right time, it looks like. So yeah, so when you look from here, you can see they got traditional blues on the front of the building, and that's what they've got there. So there's the traditional blue lights. So it's really interesting to see. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. So when you look at those blue lights, I think are a complete monument on every single police station. From what I can make out, at once upon a time, there used to be candles or something that used to go in there, and the reason why they were blue was just so people could actually see them at night. From what I can actually find now, please do correct me if I'm wrong on that, guys, and please do let me know. Okay, drop a message in the comment box below. But it's definitely, those lights we know are on every single police station, regardless to where you go, and they are an icon, and we know that. So, and it's most probably about the one decent thing left when you look at most of the police services. And I'm not trying to sort of preempt, but as you can see, just from being here a few moments, and the way that I was approached and the way that it was done, as I said, the female PCSO that's standing just behind me, she was actually quite nice. She was really quite pleasant. Let's go over and talk to this gentleman. Sir, would you mind if I ask you a couple of questions, if you don't mind?
It depends what you ask.
Oh, no, I just asked you a question. Do you mind if I just ask, what made you get into becoming a PCSO?
Well, I can't tell you everything really.
No, just give me a...
Well, it's my choice. If I want to become a PCSO, it's my choice.
Yeah, I know it's your choice, sir.
I can't tell you everything.
No. But were you doing it to try and make the world a better place? Were you trying to make the streets safer?
I can't answer you all this question. All you have to do, wait, there's some officers coming to talk to you. That's how you
Well, they can come out, but I don't have to talk to them.
Yeah.
Let's verify that.
If you can wait, that'd be nice as well.
No, that,
Yeah.
and as you can,
nothing to hide anyway. So.
and as you can see, I'm nice and chilled, and I will talk to you.
Yeah.
And as I said, for yourself and this lady here, you two have been really nice. Okay. But then when you take that other gentleman, he should not say he's a police officer. He's not a police officer. Okay. So, and that's the problem. Okay. He can't tell me he's something when he's not. Sir.
No, we are community officers.
Yeah.
That's
Correct.
why we can't. That's why we talk to each other. Some officer will come and talk to you. That's all.
And that's fine. And sir, I welcome any interaction.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I welcome any interaction. Okay.
Yeah.
So, are there how many the PCSOs here? So, are they actually based here, or do they come in from somewhere else?
I can't answer you this question.
Okay. Are you based here or not?
I'm based over here.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Are you based here, or do you come from somewhere else? Because I know sometimes they get PCSOs to come from other places.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. So, yeah, so you can see from that, he really didn't want to talk, he's not interested, and this is what the problem is. So, and when you look at the bigger picture, that's the interesting thing of the way that things are done and what's actually said. So you can see you got enough of a van coming out. So wrong way, all right. So these guys are on their way out. Yeah. And then straight into traffic. So yeah, so what we got now, guys, is we've now got two actual police officers walking up to me. And the one that actually said that he was a police officer, he is now telling him whatever he's telling him. So yeah, so let's now see what happens. So, and as I said, I welcome any engagement, but they've got to be truthful. They can't lie. They can't go blah blah blah, and that's what they need to do. So, and that's what they need to be aware of.
Right, fella. Alright, okay, we're just going to sit around this side so we're out the way of the gate, alright? What I'm going to do, mate, so I can see you're filming, myself and our officer are going to put our body warrants on as well, okay?
No worries. Thank you very much for telling me. I appreciate that.
No worries. We'll start off now. My name's PC Danny Griffiths, 3516 Alpha Whiskey.
Thank you very much, sir.
2839 Alpha Whiskey.
Thank you very much, sir.
Now, so we can see that you're filming a police station.
Yep.
That can raise some concerns for us. We're just asking why you're doing that.
No, I understand that it may raise concerns for you. What I'm doing is I'm just doing a quick video about the police station and about Hammersmith Police Station to do with why, when you look at the amount of calls that go into the police, that out of Hammersmith Police Station for burglaries and that, it's only 1 in every 27 people then that are visited from that.
So 127 as in
One in every 27 burglaries,
Yep.
the police attend
That's not
in
true.
Hammersmith.
That's not true. I can't speak for the other teams that work at Hammersmith. Our teams seem to see it every
Well
single burglary, so-
then you need to actually go back and look at the statistics then and look at the actual stats.
So again, might be a question for my superiors. We can't answer that here now. We're obviously just concerned about
Yep.
why you're filming.
No, that's fine.
I'm more than happy with your explanation of that. Obviously, we prefer if you didn't because of the high security risk around the station itself.
Well, first of all, can you tell me, is the police station secure?
Yes.
Am I standing in public, sir?
Yes.
Right. Well, then there's no problem whatsoever then.
However, you filming can be classed as sort of intel, covert intel.
So what are you saying? Are you calling me a terrorist or anything like that, sir?
No, but there is that potential risk. We don't know if you're a terrorist.
Yeah, but then I can then say the same thing about you, sir. I can turn around and say that you're this. If I then actually make a presumption then on an officer actually committing murder or doing rape, okay, I could say that I think that you're a potential rapist, and it's the same thing. You can't go off of that presumption, sir. I'm standing here. You've asked me what I'm doing. I've told you what I'm doing, sir. And as you can see, I'm really chilled out, and all what I'm doing is a quick documentary, okay? And speaking to officers, and as I said, I welcome any interaction from any officer, and that's how it should be. And most of all, when you actually came and you approached me, you are most probably the only officers so far from here that have actually came and approached me correctly. First of all, you told me you're putting your body worn cameras on, then you identified yourself correctly. When you take that PCSO that was actually telling you when he was walking up here, when he first came out the gate, there was 2 police vehicles that were coming out the gate. He stopped me, and then he actually told me outright he's a police officer. He's not a police officer, he's a PCSO. He can't say he's a police officer. That is wrong information to give to the members of the public. He cannot do that, sir.
Okay, well, I didn't witness that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll take your word for it. Okay, so in terms of footage, all right, have you got what you needed?
No. As soon as I'm done, then I'll be on my way.
Do you know roughly how long that's going to be?
I couldn't tell you, sir. I could be here 5 minutes, I could be here half an hour. I couldn't tell you, sir. As soon as I'm done, then I'll be on my way.
What do you do? Post on YouTube, Facebook, or?
No, not all the time. I look at the footage, I speak to local people, and then I see what then local people would like to be done.
Okay, do you do this like around like public police stations, or is it purely Hammersmith?
No, I go around the whole country.
You're around the whole country?
Yep.
Okay, so where are you from?
It doesn't matter where I'm from, sir.
I'm not trying to trick you.
No. I decline to answer that. I don't need to answer my whereabouts and where I'm from.
No worries. I was just trying to make chat, mate, that's all.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
That's absolutely fine. No worries. I take it you're not willing to provide your name at all or anything else?
No.
No. Wow.
That's high pitch.
Yeah.
Any particular reason for that at all, or because you assume that you don't have to?
No, I've committed no crime and I've broken no law, sir.
No, absolutely. We're not saying
So,
you have to.
and that's why as I said, I don't have to account for myself or for my details.
Oh no, we're not saying you have to. We're absolutely not saying you have to. We're just asking if you would like to.
Yeah, and as I told you, I will decline on that. While you are actually here, can I ask you both a couple of questions, if you don't mind, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah? At this moment in time, as you know, there's a number of different forces all up and down the country, and they all operate slightly different. We all know that. But at this moment in time, a lot of members of the public up and down the country, and you've only got to look in the paper, online, and so on and so forth, that they feel that there's a bit of a divide between the police and the public. Okay? Now, there shouldn't be, and a bridge needs to be built to actually fill that gap. Okay, that's something that needs to be done. We need the police. They do one hell of a job, but what we need to do is, it's the bad officers is what gives the good officers a bad name. But what we need to do is we need to try and bridge that gap, and we need to try and bring the police and the public back together. And that is a must. That is what we need to do. Okay, in your ride, if there was one thing that you could do, okay, that could actually help bring them back together, what would you say?
It's a difficult question to answer. That's a very large question to answer. All I can say is myself, I'm sure my colleague would vouch for me as well, that we do our independent job as best we can. Every call we go to, every victim we deal with, we do at the highest standard possible. That sort of value, that sort of mindset is something that the Met has to push for all of its officers. Yeah, we can't speak for every officer, every consultant.
No, and as I said, I only want your own opinion. That's it, sir. That's all I want.
Yes, in fact, we try and do the best job we can with the victims that are to us. We might try and make sure justice is served as best as it can be. That's the job that we try and do. Unfortunately, when police officers do their job right, it's rarely reported on.
Well, no, that's also another reason, because one thing that I want to highlight is that, and you've already heard me say, it's about bridging the gap, and it's also about highlighting the good officers. Okay, it's very important. It's very easy to always sort of put something up that sort of shows the bad officer and what goes on, but it's also very important that good officers are also highlighted, and they get the love and respect that they deserve. And I think that's very important.
Yeah,
for that to be done.
It's one of the things though that, you know, sometimes it's not shown in the media that way. You know, there is things in place in the police force. You know, you get commendations, things like that for, you know, good work and things like that. But
yeah, but that's commendations in between. What I'm talking about is there's such a divide, because at this moment in time, you know, for a long while there hasn't been what we know as a officer walking the streets as much as what they used to, and because of what's happening, the police now doing more and more work actually in cars and driving around. They're not actually on the street, and they're not engaging with full local people, and that is a big worry when you look at the way that things are. It's a big worry.
Again, it's a lot of answers to that question. We say there are officers on the street, we have local SMD teams all around London who do foot patrol. We also use cars a lot more because London is such a sports metropolis, so we have to answer calls in a variety of locations, especially on the outskirts of London, which have a larger map than our foreign cars. It's not financially viable for us to put loads of PCs on the street, answer calls such as that, which is why we have things like SMP wards, which are local police encouraged to deal with smaller issues than police on the street. I understand that we don't have many police on the ground, which is why we have things like PCSOs and special constables to try and help fill those gaps. Those are things that the Met does. I'm sure other constabularies do to try and fill that void as well. I understand the concerns, that I really do, but unfortunately that's not a question for the two constables to answer.
Okay, so here's another one then. If there was a burglary up the road, right, and that was being done, and then you have a problem in a shop up the other way up the road, why is it then that the police often get sent to the business rather than the actual burglary?
It's not us to decide who goes to what call.
Yeah, but do you think that that's right, putting a business before the public?
Well, I don't know the situation. It's not just a case of that's a business, that's a burglary. It's the information we have at the time. It's not us to decide which call is which grade is, which needs more attention to the other. We answer the call, we do the best job we do when we get them.
Okay. And I know that every officer knows this, I know this for a fact. When you look at the way that things are prioritised, i.e. prioritising 1 for a call, 2 and 3 and 4, okay, when you look at those actual prioritising, then why is it that as a whole they put the actual businesses at first and the public, depending on what it is, at 2 and 3? That can't be right. That's not right in any way.
I'm not sure it is. I think every individual call is taken on the merit of the information we have at the time. For example, if a presidential address has a lot of calls going to it, has special measures in it, it's going to rank a lot higher than perhaps a business in the middle of the night that has a burglar alarm string. Again, I can't say that is for certain. That's for the call handler to decide with the information they have themselves. We have to do the best job that we can once we attend an address, which is obviously what we always do. Obviously, so I assume you have some more questions. I think I can speak on PC crew as well. We're happy that you're not having any issues here. We're going to go back inside.
No worries, that's perfect. Can I say thank you very much for your time, gentlemen? Okay, and have a lovely day and a great weekend.
If I can make one suggestion, I did understand it obviously.
Right, I will stop you there.
Yep.
Please don't give me a suggestion. I make sure that what I'm doing, I'm safe, okay, and I don't go into any areas where I shouldn't be, okay, so don't worry about that, but please don't give me a suggestion. It's one thing that I don't need. Okay, and that's no disrespect to you, I just don't need a suggestion. I make sure where I am, I'm in control of what I do, and I don't enter any areas that I shouldn't be in. Okay?
Well, no, you don't do anything wrong. Absolutely not. We're saying if any member of the public was standing around here, there's no entrance way to a cars coming in that would do that sort of time. I just don't want you to get knocked by a car.
And that's why I say, as you can see, I was always standing here, and exactly what everyone else does when I'm ready to cross, then I cross.
Yeah.
And as you would any other road, you look left and right and then move.
No worries.
Okay?
Good day, sir.
No
Take
worries.
care.
And yourselves, take care, gents. So you can see there, guys, it was a so-so interaction. I wouldn't say it was the best, I wouldn't say it was the worst, but at least they identified themselves correctly and in the correct manner. That's what they done, was they correctly identified themselves in a correct manner. But then when you actually look at the PCSOs and the way that they actually done it, and the way that the PCSO's done it, you can't have a PCSO coming out saying he is a police officer. He is not a police officer, and he needs to be brought up for that. You should not have a PCSO telling the public he is a police officer, because that is not so. Okay, so guys, so you can see how that was done, and you can see how it sort of all happened. But this is what makes me laugh. So you've got people pretending that they're officers, but yet when you've got somebody with a camera, you can see all together 3 PCSOs and 2 actual PCs. So when you look at the bigger picture, 2 PCSOs, well, one was alright, but then wasn't sort of really talking much. The female one was just informing me of what they were doing regarding the PCs, and then the other one was just a barefaced liar. So, and that's the thing. So, yeah. No, but I will say, in the short period of time that I've been doing this, I believe that those 2 PCs are the only 2 that have correctly come up to me. The first thing they said to me was their body worn camera was going on. They hadn't got it already turned on. They turned it on when they actually got there. Then they correctly identified themselves. They gave me their name plus their shoulder number. Now that is an all-time first for me, that they've given me all the correct details. And yeah, so I know that they were a little bit vague on what they were willing to answer, and we always know that that's going to happen. But yeah, so that was the way that sort of all happened and how it goes. So what you got there? You can see he's slowly trying to get around the corner, so I can't see him. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to tuck himself up around the corner. What he's trying to do. So, and you can see, you can see there's a lot of smoke coming from there, guys. Anyone would think you might have to call the fire brigade for the amount of smoke. And that's the interesting thing.
Who looks to the right of it? Who looks to the right of it?
that was an actual officer that had a sense of humour. So he just sort of made a joke and then sort of went on. So that was nice that you've actually got an officer that's got a good sense of humour, and he was smiling and joking as he went. So that was nice. So, and it's good to actually see officers that do have a sense of humour. It is nice from time to time. It is nice. So you can see that one there, he's going, yeah. He was ready to come just then. He was absolutely ready to come. So he called the other one over going, oh, did you see him filming? Of course he's seen me filming. Yeah. Little bit of a wave. On they go. Yeah. So that was quite nice. And you got this officer smoking in uniform in full view of the public. So, which is always an interesting one. Even though they're in the police station, should they be in full view of the public? That's the big question. That is the big question. So that's what we look at. So, and he's now going to try and get right around the corner as much as he can. But you can see from there that he's still on full view. But either way, yeah, poke your head out, sunshine. So that's PCSO, and then that's somebody else. So yeah, so let's just wait and see what happens. I think this PCSO might be willing to come out, so let's just see. I think she was just getting ready to go for it just then, I think. Look at that, look at that. That's from 5 seconds. So they can't make up their mind what they want to do. Either way, shouldn't be smoking in full sight of the public. That's the thing, I'm standing on a public pavement and I can see them clearly. I can see them absolutely as clear as day. And that's, is it right? Is it wrong? You tell me. Drop a comment in the comment box. Do you think it's right that I'm able to actually see them from here smoking in uniform? Is it right or is it wrong? Okay, please do let me know your own opinions. It'd be good to see what you think. So yeah. So what I'll do, guys, is just let me put the actual monopod up. So just bear with me for 1 second. So what I'll do there, guys, is all in all, it weren't a bad audit. It wasn't a bad one, apart from a PCSO completely claiming he was a officer. So yeah, so what we'll do is we'll have one last quick look in here and then we will then wrap it up. and that's what we do, peeps. So as you can see here, okay, so you've actually got a couple of officers here, and this is what we've got. So we got 2 officers there, almost look like that they're just about to do something. Oh, he's already on me. So just let me actually put the actual nanopod back together. So, and that's what I will do. So just bear with me. So, so you can see he walked all the way up, and then to see what's going on. So I think this gentleman might have a little bit of a beef, I reckon. So I might just hang tight just for a couple of minutes, just to see whether or not he comes out or not. So he sort of came up very, very quickly. Well, you don't address me through a gate. If you want to talk to me, come out and talk to me. Yeah, so what we got, okay, is you've got the officer that's decided to come all the way out, and this is what he decided to do. So he decided to come all the way out to me. So let's just hold tight. So I'm doing very well, thank you.
I just asked you what you're recording here.
Pardon?
I just asked you.
Well, first of all, could you identify yourself for me, please?
PCSO, I'm Saxon Hammersmith Police Station. You just see me inside the police station.
And your collar number?
Collar number 3361.
Thank you very much.
Alright. I just asked you what you're doing.
I'm doing a documentary.
Doing a documentary
Yep.
on
the police.
the police. Okay.
Yep.
Is there any particular reason why you're videoing our forecourt? Okay, cool. Is there any reason why you're recording the?
Yeah, because I legally can.
Okay, not
Could you identify yourself for me, please?
Sorry.
Could you identify yourself for me,
It's your
please?
address. You have my surname
And
my
your
shoulder
collar number
343.
343. Thank you. And yourself, sir?
I'll see that there.
5125. Thank you very much, sir.
We're just checking for the security reasons why you're recording the
Okay.
tapes.
Well, could you answer me a question? Is the building secure?
Yes, but
Am I? Hang on. Am I on public? Am I on the public pavement?
That's absolutely fine, but I mean, they would like to just ask you why you're doing it. It's a police station, so I'm asking. So we are asking you a question.
Yep. And I don't have to answer that question.
Oh, that's absolutely fine. You can stand here and record it. That's absolutely fine.
So what are you doing that for?
Pardon?
What are you doing that for?
Because I legally can, sir.
For what purpose? Like,
It makes no difference what
does
purpose,
it give,
sir.
what does it give to you? Like,
It makes no difference for what purpose. I don't need to have a purpose, sir. I'm well within.
What's your name?
It makes no difference what my name is, sir.
How long do you reckon you're going to be here? So, because obviously it's a police station, cars are going to be coming in and out.
Yep.
Right. So, preferably, I wouldn't want you to be
Right.
standing
Well,
here.
well.
where
First
you
of all,
stand
just
in
let me say something. I'm responsible for my own safety. As you can see, I'm on the pavement.
I appreciate that,
Okay.
sir.
When I cross
If
the
you let
road,
me
I look
finish.
both ways.
If you let me finish, sir.
Okay.
Right. Emergency response vehicles coming in and out of this of this very gate here. Okay. When they're leaving, they can be leaving any point. All right. If you're a hindrance to that becomes a problem for them. All right.
Okay.
So I'd appreciate if you are going to record.
Right. Well,
let me
first of
finish.
all, you're making a presumption on me being a
Let me
hindrance.
finish, sir. All
So
right.
what about all these people that are crossing the road?
Sir, if you let me finish,
Okay.
all right? If you can stay to this part or that part, you can record, that's absolutely fine, sir.
And
All
I
right?
can record on that part if I wish to.
You can record, but please do not hinder the gate.
No,
That's
and
all
that's
I
something that I
ask,
won't
that's
do.
all I request.
That's something that I will not do.
Okay, then absolutely fine. If at any point somebody does ask you what you're doing here, exactly the same conversations can be had, all right? I'm happy that you're here, you're happy that you're here, you're legally here, that's no problem. Go about your merry day, all right?
And that is something that I will. Have
All
a
right.
lovely day. Take care.
You too.
Okay, so you can see these guys weren't as nice as the other two PCs. He came out with an attitude, and the actual shorter male PC, he had a real problem purely because I was filming him before, and that was his problem. because I was actually recording him smoking in uniform out the back, and the other two looked like that they were having a bit of a snog up in the corner here by themselves. So yeah, so that's what it looked like was going on. So guys, so this is Hammersmith Police Station. It's been an interesting one. 2 stops in the space of 40 minutes. So altogether 3 PCSOs and 5 PCs, all in total. So guys, that's Hammersmith Police Station. Do have a good one, peeps. Okay, take it easy and look after each other. Okay, be good. Bye.